Women, you love them. I love them. We all love them. Wait. Oh, I was talking about. Welcome. My name is Critical Magno, your friendly neighborhood chaotic player and woman enthusiast. I'm an broken edge enthusiast. Anyways, I was gonna make this a while ago, but I got a little distracted. Look, man, I was only doing a little research. Like, I promise, I wasn't looking at it that. Alright, well, without further ado, I introduce you to the pirate tutorial. I also noticed that a few of you were concerned for GG's health and safety, and I promise you, he's just fine. Shut the fuck up, get back in your cave! So, you want to learn how to be a pirate player, eh? Unlike Viking, pirate is not so simple. It's actually pretty tricky to be good at. Most likely why there's very few players of it as of now. Which is why I'm making this. Hopefully this will push those players that are close to switching but are struggling with it. So, let's head to the start of the tale to see if you're up for the challenge to become a pirate. Alright, I did not just fucking say that. So, like before, head into Dojo, look to your far left, and choose Basic Combat. This tutorial will show you the locations of each of your weapons, which is a must for pirates. Having 5 weapons, it's pretty easy to lose track of them all, so knowing where each of them are is good to know. It will also show you the basic awakening of a pirate, which is just waving your hand around. There's nothing else to it. The basic awakening is pretty simple, if your opponent's not trying to stop you from waving your blade around in front of you. Now we move on to the hard part, the advanced awakening. A lot of new things get applied here, so I'll break it down as slowly as I can. 1. True blade. This is the true edge of the blade. Think of this as you're cutting with the actual sharp edge of the blade, like a knife cutting something. The blade will only cut something, not the false edge. 2. Never stop moving. If you stop, it will kill the awakening completely. So try not to panic when things look bad, because even if it may be a bad trade, it's better than if you were to stop moving. Curving your blade too aggressively will decrease the awaken. It won't kill it, but it will drop it from the current awakening you had at the time. That should be the gist of it. Hopefully this solves the problems you're having with the awakening part. Pirates' blade arts are the hardest to learn in my opinion, so I will definitely be breaking them down. To start us off, Edgebreaker, the simplest of the 3. Hold your hands in front of you. Now make an X with your hands. This should activate the Edgebreaker as it does here. Ward. This will be hard to explain. Point your hand without your primer in it at the enemy. Make sure your hand is actually pointing at them. Try holding a blade for the first little bit, this seemed to help me. Your other hand goes over your throat. Now, drop the hand pointing forwards. Then, put it at the side of your body. The one across your throat goes over your shoulder. Okay, did you get that? I hope you did, because if that was confusing, the next one really will be. Second wind. So this one is pretty complicated. I'm going to break it down into 3 parts so it's easier to follow. This will also be described as if you were right-handed. 1. Your right hand goes by your left hip, as if you were drawing a blade. Your left hand goes up to your face, like you're trying to draw the dagger out of your mouth. 2. Your left hand comes down to your side, while your right goes up to your face, angled. 3. Your right hand goes across your body, next to your hip, while your left hand crosses to your right shoulder. Okay, I hope you got all of that. I explained that to the best of my ability. The tutorial in game would probably help you better with this, in all honesty. This is just so if the tutorial was still confusing for you, it would cover those parts that it missed. Unlike Viking, I have not got 2 to 3 months of experience under my belt. I only have a few weeks, so don't expect some god tier strats. Some of these may not work for you, and some may, so take this with a grain of salt. As of date, Pirate has 2 blades to use, one being main, and the other being legendary. Main. The bonuses of main are its length, and that's it. Honestly, main is pretty mid right now. It's pretty slow and has less awaken than legendary, though you are gaining an extra foot in length. So if you feel losing speed, awaken, and more for more reach, then all to you. You're just different than the rest, I guess. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret though. I've been trying to make main work for a few days, and it's coming along okay-ish. The main hoop is that speed. It's really hard to learn how to work with it, but that length is so crazy, it's kind of worth it. On top of that, I realize that there is no true edge, meaning you can wave it around without having to slice like it's an actual blade. Ah, legendary. In reality, this is just superior. It's easy to learn and offers much more than main, so you're just dumb using main over this. Or you're just like me and are a different breed than the rest. Similar to Viking, Pirate is a very cut-oriented class. Starting to see the stars align yet? Meaning it benefits more from getting cut, instead of winning Awaken. Pirate also has 4 secondaries to aid it in getting cut damage, which gives it a slight edge when playing for cut, unlike Viking. Alright, let's chat about secondaries real quick. Pirate holds 4 secondaries, 5 including its main blade. Each of them have different lengths, shapes, and sizes that can be used for different situations when needed. Pay attention to the way the blades are, because maybe knowing that one has a slight curve over the others could win you a match. Personally, I enjoy main blade the most, but the choice is up to you. Or just be different and join the mains. We will rule the rest one day, just wait. Back to secondaries. Let's talk about when it's a good idea to use them. If you take a massive amount of damage, you can recover that damage by getting a good amount of cut with one of those secondaries over your shoulders. Personally, I like to save the rapier the longest. I prefer that length over the curve. So I use the Kriegsmesser, whatever curve blade, to get damage. Now, either of those blades over your shoulders are your most valuable secondaries. So when using them, you should aim to get some good value with them. Being it's a massive amount of cut, a ward, one of their secondaries, something that gives a trade-off in your favor, meaning you should be taking more from your enemy than you're losing with that secondary. The dagger in your mouth is a one-time max awaken hit, aka a second edge breaker. You can use this when you're falling behind an HP, or to knock down the lead your enemy has. FYI, if your enemy has max awaken that exceeds yours, it will cancel out the awaken damage. So try to hit much deeper on their blade, closer to their hilt if you can. Your boarding axe. Now this can be used as a throwaway weapon. At least this is how I use it. Most of the time I use it to get rid of an edge breaker or something that I find threatening at the time. I think that this covers most of what I know of Pirate secondaries. If not, I will probably come back to this later on if needed. Pirate's pretty versatile, meaning there are lots I may not know yet. So the more time you spend with this class, the more you may find. The possibilities with 5 weapons is endless. Well, kinda. I wouldn't say endless, but there are quite a lot of possibilities, so experiment. You might find something that I don't even know of. Play patiently with Pirate. Too aggressive and you get punished. Too defensive and you get punished. Keep a balance, and play between the 2 styles when necessary. Your foe is playing back, play close and aggressive. Don't overextend, because then you're just giving your enemy what they want. They play close and aggressive, then you play back and defensive. Wait for them to get aggressive and overextend, then counter lunge them. As I said, versatile. For gameplay and some parts, we are needing GG. Again. This time, I was very respectful and nice to him. Alright, yo, GG, can you get on? I need your help with, some tutorials.
Okay.
That's horrible. God damn it, bro. God, it's so cringe, bro. That shit's going on. I don't even care, bro. Ah, he's so nice. It's so cool when he offers his help so willingly.
Hello, Peter.
Get the fuck on! God, whatever, bro. It would work, bro. It would work. Say hi to GG again. As like before, he...
Crusaders rises, it will be stopped. Try it if you can, but the power of I'm tested only fallen warriors. Out on the safe.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Oh. There you are. God, what happened? Are you okay? Jeez, you just disappeared out of nowhere somehow. Anyways, as I was saying, like before, Gigi and I show a scenario that covers a technique I found. Counter-striking. This is a technique where you force your opponent to overextend into a lunge, giving the opportunity for a counter lunge, like shown here. Personally, I find Pirate is a very strong class at counter lunging. Backing up is also strong, where instead of lunging, you force your opponent into overextending to then get a hill shot on them, basically lead them into your hits. And finally, the secret lesson. As a pro Pirate player, make sure you have the nearest bread, ham, mayo, and mustard at all times. This is so when you're asked to make a sandwich, you have the items on hand. This is a skill that takes years to master. Most have to take training to be a true woman, but with time, you'll learn. We've reached the end already. All things have to come to an end.
Just like the kings on their thrones, crusaders will conquer each and everyone.
Oh, come on! Not again. Hello? Oh, you're back. God, why do you keep blacking out like that? Are you okay? I think you need to go get checked up after this outro. You're definitely not feeling okay. Anyways, I hope you found this guide helpful like the last one. I put many hours into this one. Last time, I had a major lack in confidence, but after the great amount of support, I'm feeling much more confident. I can't thank you enough for that. If you have any suggestions that come to mind, don't hesitate to put them in the comments. The feedback can help me improve later videos similar to this. Thank you GG for the gameplay, and call again. You're really starting to become a thing on this channel, huh?
There is no escape. Your family is in pain. And there is nothing you can do about it, except watch. Do what I say, or they won't make it out alive.
We're going to need to make some lore at some point, aren't we? Well, not much we can do as of now. Hope you had as much fun making this one as I did. GG's YouTube will be below, which has some gameplay. You really gotta start posting more, GG, come on. Either way, I think you deserve some support for the work you put in. Oh, and one last thing. The majority of the gameplay is from the games I had with Kirby, man. I don't know if I got his name right, but he's a super cool dude. On top of that, he can do some super good voices, and I'm gonna give him a quick little shout out with his fantastic voices.
As the knight approaches the town square, he approaches a random civilian looking for assistance.
He then speaks to said civilian, and like the civilian just goes like, I don't know.
He speaks in a soft cadence as not to raise alarm to his presence. And what distresses you, ma'am? Woman noises.
Woman noises. Listen, man. Okay, doing funny voices are not my thing, alright? Leave me alone and listen to his epic voice. Kirby, my man. Please make a YouTube channel. I need more of that angelic voice. This has been Critical Magno. You better come back for the next video. I swear, if you don't...
Nowhere safe. You can't escape it. We will absorb the other guilds. Soon, there will be nothing left.
See ya.
Toss your booty like a salad. Same shoes every day, but bitch, I'm still swagging.